You're paying nearly $52 million to own a piece of one of the most prominent streets in Orange County, Ocean Boulevard. In turn, you get a newly constructed modern home that would be really difficult to rebuild today. 3 stories, plus a rooftop deck, and every level is maximized and finished with exquisite details and features. This is a pretty special home, and it also happens to be the most expensive home currently for sale in the city. Welcome to Corona Del Mar, California, and I'm excited to show you around. Now, the property features 64 feet of frontage, and we're facing the Pacific Ocean and the California coastline. This is a pretty dreamy setting. Now, off of the main terrace, we have 2 distinct seating areas, honed limestone floors throughout, which help with the transition to the interior. And this seating area features a big stone fire pit, comfortable seating, and this corner is also a great moment for you to appreciate the architecture of this home. Above us, the cantilever section houses the primary bedroom balcony and the bedroom itself. And you can also see how they used this darker stone for this section. And then we have these screens that were designed to look like wood, but these screens are actually metal, given that we're by the ocean. And you can close off these screens if you want to provide additional privacy to the bedroom and wait till we get up there. The views are truly breathtaking. Also, given that this section is cantilevered, we don't have any supporting columns here, which further opens up the main terrace and allows you to enjoy this seamless indoor-outdoor transition and these breathtaking views. Now, the other aspect that I want everybody to pay attention throughout the tour is the fact that this lot is only 8,750 square feet, 64 feet of frontage, 154 feet on the long side, 137 feet on the short side, and then the back section is only 60 feet wide. And this property is a prime example of how you can maximize a lot, create as much square footage as possible, but also make these spaces usable and really enjoyable. It's a phenomenal home. Now, over on this side, we have the second seating area, fire pit in the center, another cozy moment, space heaters above, sliding glass doors open up to the seating area here. And this is where we have the entry to this property. And on the other side is the iconic Ocean Boulevard. It's a really interesting property. Now, instead of taking the front door, I'm going to quickly walk everybody to the former living room. Again, we have limestone floors on the inside, seamless transition, thanks to these 10-foot motorized sliding glass doors that not only tuck on this side, tuck into the wall here as well, and open up the corners, because this property is also all about capitalizing on these views. Now, this is a very elegant space. Sectional seating, this beautiful bleached walnut wall with these steel open shelves, accessories. I really like the lighter suiting tones here. This unique coffee table with a gorgeous light fixture above, your bronze mirror wall with a TV that's nicely recessed in, alabaster light fixtures. And Armand, do me a favor, can you come over to this side? The whole idea behind this living room is so that you sit down here, watch your TV, and enjoy the Pacific Ocean. Now, here's what's so interesting about this view and this particular plot. It happens to be the highest plot on the entire Ocean Boulevard, meaning we are about 9 to 10 feet elevated from the street itself. And that's how you get a little bit more privacy here. And with the hedging, from this side, you don't even see the street. All I see is the entrance to the harbor and the Pacific Ocean. It's pretty cool, right, Armand?
Imagine having your coffee every day with this view.
I know. I was telling this earlier when we arrived to the property this morning. This view, these kind of properties are the reasons why people like myself or Armand have moved to California, to Los Angeles, because once you see a view like this and experience a place like this, it's pretty hard to go back. I mean, it is quite dreamy, and I'm just excited for this tour. Now, next up, on the other side, formal dining room. Open space, solid wood table, seating for 10, this unique chandelier. But what I like about this space is the fact that it interacts with all the other rooms. Your seating area and the views. We have the kitchen on the other side, easy access to the butler's pantry. Wait till you see the indoor pool. A cool moment. And then we have another lounge on the other side that I would like to call the pool lounge. It's a very interactive space, light, easy on the eye. This home is so well furnished and curated. Every moment, every wall, every section was thought out. Please keep that in mind. Now, next up, On the other side, we have the entry, this beautiful contemporary glass pivot door, finished in the same champagne color like the sliding glass doors. And then on the other side, we have this cozy lounge. But before we continue, let's quickly get the specs out of the way. We have 5 bedrooms, 7 full, 4 half baths, 11,628 square feet of interior space, built on a 8,754 square foot lot, meaning the interior square footage is actually bigger than the plot size. Please keep that in mind as we tour this property. On the market for $51,980,000. And I want to give big thanks to the listing agent, Steve Sergey with Valia Properties, for making this tour possible. More information will be in the description of this video. And also, while we are at it, huge congrats to the team that put this project together, the designer, the developer, the interior design team. It is stunning. It's an impressive case study, and I'm going to do my best to show you all the features and details. All right, now this lounge. Stone coffee table, curated so well, light color palette, clear story windows above with this linear fireplace, very cool light fixture on the right hand side. Here, what I appreciate is the cross breeze, because to our left we have the Pacific Ocean, your outdoor seating area flows to the space, and on the other side we have the pool. And I like how this room capitalizes on these sections really well. And between the clear story windows, the mirror section above the fireplace, every surface was maximized. Now I'm excited. Arman, can you go backwards for a second? Look at this steel column carrying this corner. They also painted same color as the sliding glass doors. And this allows this span to exist because we have motorized sliding glass doors here. And you see how this corner is open. And you have this incredible outdoor space in the middle of your home. Now, there are a couple of reasons why they positioned the pool here. Number one, privacy. It's located on the inside, less exposure to the street. Number two, it leaves the main terrace open. Number three, it creates an interesting feature for these lounges, kitchen, and even for your office to benefit from. Number four, it also allows them to bring more natural light to the lower level, because not only this is a very deep pool, there's also a glass section on the bottom that brings more light to the bar down below, which is absolutely crazy. And just imagine waking up in the morning, coming over here, swimming in your pool and getting your day started. And beyond that, to keep the space more open, they push the pool all the way to the perimeter. And given that the properties here are so valuable, we have properties that are neighboring this home. And that's why they continue the same screen detail on the second floor and hedge this section nicely. And in a few months, these trees will grow, mature, and fully close off this section. Now you have privacy and you're utilizing the floor plan extremely efficiently. And you have an amazing moment like this with a hot tub. This is pretty cool, huh, Arman?
It is amazing. It looks great. You know, the bubbles, the sound, water sound, reflection, everything is so relaxing here.
And it's such a strong statement downstairs by the bar as well. And I just also like how minimalist this section is. We have the center drain here collecting all the water, and they're calling this a Lautner edge, I believe, where the water level actually gets up quite high and it overflows on the other side. This custom mosaic work. Your office gets this incredible view. There's a Juliet balcony and a guest suite above, and motorized sliding glass doors open up this section to your interiors. Next, we got to tour the kitchen. It's a show kitchen. The fabrication, use of stone. I mean, look at the island here that's book matched with a waterfall edge to the left, and they also left this stone case section to the right, dual elevation. And look at these bar stools. I believe they're wrapped in cowhide with this stitching detail. Certainly looks unique. These oversized light fixtures, the back section, and here you can see the dual elevation and how they use marble to fabricate this section. You can certainly put additional bar stools here, and they use steel supporting legs, but even the center section is wrapped with the same marble. Matte lacquer cabinetry, you have two-tone contrast, main island right in the center, pop-up plug, always a nice seamless touch. It makes it look a little bit more minimalist. Brass fixtures, certainly appreciate the oversized sink there. And then we have additional cabinetry here. Induction cooktop, your griddle, gas cooktop, vent is nicely incorporated to this brass section. So they've used a lot of different colors and materials, but they've done a good job harmonizing all of these finishes. And then we have this bronze mirror backsplash. And Arman, I need you to stay right there. It's motorized and it tucks into the wall. and opens up to the butler's pantry. That's on the other side. Now it's easier to move ingredients, receive plates, serve your formal dining room. Isn't this wild?
It's pretty nice. We've never seen this.
No, we've never seen this, and such a clever design element and somewhat relatively easy to install and incorporate, but it's really the thought that counts. And in fact, on the back, we have the second section of the butler's pantry where you get a sink, open shelving, this cool backsplash. It leads you all the way to your 3-car garage, upper cabinets, extra storage area. And on the other side, you can see additional Gaggenau built-in appliances, same matte lacquer cabinetry with built-in lighting. And this is also interesting. They've used 2 different styles of handles, textured handles, and also these modern handles that are attached on top of the drawer fronts. Your sink, dormed by fixtures, wine fridge, easy access to your formal dining room. It's a pretty cool space. People always ask how I do my research before shoots. Learning about the architecture, the designers, and the story behind every property is essential. It helps us do justice not only to everyone's work, but to the home itself. Normally, I would dig everything up on my own, do extensive research, create a long notes document, and then spend the entire day organizing the material. It was a lot. That's why I use Opera, and their AI is now more powerful, faster, and smarter, making it perfect for students, digital professionals, and those of us who practically live online. It lets me open up to 4 tabs or pages in the same browser, so I don't need multiple monitors or have to keep switching between windows. So if you want to see how Opera browser can make your life easier, click the link in the description to download it. Big thanks to Opera for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to the tour. Now leaving the kitchen, on the other side is the steel staircase, goes up to the top floor as well as the lower level. And I like the modern design here between the open riser, seamless glass railing, and how this thick glass railing is incorporated to the steps. All the steps are nicely wrapped with wood, wallpaper on the back. It's a statement piece for sure. And around the corner, we have a powder room with a fabricated gorgeous marble vanity, bronze wrapped, wainscoting detail, wallpaper. It's a really nice powder room. On the other side, we have the elevator that goes up to technically all 4 levels, including the rooftop terrace. And here we have the 3-car garage. Now this is an impressive space. To my left, we have a Rolls-Royce Cullinan white body, nicely customized, epoxy floors throughout. And then on this side, an orange Lamborghini Revuelto. Beautiful car. The 3-car garage here opens up to the back alley, but then you realize there's a screen here. And on the screen, you can see a McLaren Senna and all this mechanism and the keypad here. And if we go back, there's a gap on the floor here. Now, this is what's so crazy about this garage. This is a steel floor plate that goes up all the way to the ceiling and reveals the car down below. Technically a 4-car garage. Incredible feat of engineering, how they managed to squeeze in this kind of an infrastructure to maximize the garage square footage and efficiently store 4 cars in a home with this kind of a footprint. It's quite wild, and wait till you see the Senna that we have down below. Now leaving the garage, on the other side, we have the office. Well, technically, this is one of the guest suites, but they furnished it as an office, desk right in the center, this unique wallpaper, 2 different wallpapers to warm up the space. And to my left, we have the walk-in closet. And then to my right, we have the full bathroom. Again, this also serves as a guest suite. Now, a couple more things. Number 1, they have Josh AI home automation. Number 2, Armand, where are the speakers?
I don't see them.
They're incorporated within the plaster.
Oh, wow.
So it looks a little bit more clean, seamless. And then the room opens up to the outdoors. Before we go there, quickly want to mention, of course, we use our candles to stage the properties. They smell fantastic. We make all natural ingredient candles, hand pour them in Los Angeles, and we have 2 different scents. If you want to check out our candles, please go to nuarehome.com. I had to quickly plug our candles. Now, lastly, sliding glass doors open up, and from your office, you can still enjoy the view of the Pacific Ocean. I mean, this is a pretty impressive property. Huge congrats to the development team. Nicholson Companies, Jeff Sumich with architecture, Lisa McDenon with interior. They've done such an amazing job building this home, maximizing the plot, showing really what's possible with a lot this size. The fact that they have 3 levels, plus a rooftop deck, and how the property maximizes the interior footage from edge to edge and creates so many different moments, amenities, features like this pool is quite amazing. Now let's check out the lower level. We saw the staircase earlier, and the landing here features mood lighting, and this design contrasts nicely against the limestone floors. Now to my left, we have an amazing lounge. Throughout the tour, my goal is to show you all these design elements and features that they brought in to improve the experience in every single room, whether it's a common space, guest suites, rooftop terrace, and in this case, we're in the lower level. It's a basement level. First thing they did, tall ceilings, and that really opens up the level and all the spaces that we're gonna tour. But it wasn't enough for them. They also brought in this massive glass wall. They've accomplished this by simply pushing the perimeter wall, essentially the retaining wall, and creating a light well here that allows natural light to come down to this level. This is also your egress access, and by bringing this proper floor to ceiling glass wall, all of a sudden you're bringing more light and life to this level. Now on the other side, we got this cozy lounge. Look at the sectional couches. And instead of coffee tables, they have the ottomans in the center, gorgeous light fixture. You can see the oak paneling above with track lights to define this space. And over on the other side, we have built-in seating, massive TV, these melting pendant lights from Tom Dixon, and I feel like even these little stools are matching the aesthetic. Cozy space. I would love to hang out here. I would love to spend time here. Does it even feel like we're in a basement level?
No, it's a great space. The windows are helping a lot.
It helps so much, and it just gives life, and instead of a wall, you're looking at outside, technically. Now, on the other side, we have this bar, book-matched marble wall with this leathered finish, dual elevation countertop with bar seating, and over there we have this acrylic panel that looks into your pool. Again, they have a feature, your pool, and instead of making that a disadvantage, they turned it into an advantage by investing the money, placing the acrylic panel, adding some bubbles, which they do that through the motor, and all of a sudden you have an incredible feature, and now you get more natural light from the bar side as well, and it's also movement, something cool to look at.
That's great, great. You know, is it too hard to make it waterproof?
Yes, very difficult. You have to really know what you're doing. As soon as you break the monolithic design of a pool, meaning you use rebar and concrete to frame your pool, and then you use plaster to further waterproof it, and when you introduce a new material to that mix, it becomes really hard to seal the joints. That's why when you install an acrylic front, or in this case, an acrylic piece to the center or to the lower section of the pool, you really need to know how to waterproof it. Otherwise, you'll have issues. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't see any moisture around here, which means they've done a good job. And
yeah, I think they did great.
They did great. And it's just a cool backdrop.
It's super cool.
And then we have this backlit section for all your spirits. And Armand, let's get a close up here. This is a proper bar. Rift oak cabinetry, and they have ice makers, small fridges, your fabricated sink. And Armand, let's get another close up. I also really like how they use the same marble for the handle here. And let's not forget the pop-up plugs here. And it looks to your lounge. The lower level of this home is quite impressive. Given the perimeter, the size of the plot, it is insane how good of a job they did to maximize the living experience here. This house breathes, and every room, every section has a spirit, has a design of its own. It's like every few feet you get a new space with a new identity, but the design language feels very cohesive and really well put together. Now, on this side, they extended out the marble countertop, and this is your wine cellar. Of course, it's temperature controlled, glass enclosed, so it's a nice backdrop as well. You can store 664 bottles here, and I really like this wire rack design. It's very thin. It doesn't take a ton of space, but also they have these brass connection points that matches the brass aesthetic or the brass accents throughout. It's very cold in here. I know I cannot convey that on camera. It's definitely cold. And I also like this bronze ceiling design. Now leaving the bar, there's a hallway here. To my right, there's a powder room. At the end is the massage room, additional built-in cabinetry for storage. And then over here, we have the gym. The first thing that catches my attention are the hardwood floors. This concentric wood plank design, which is super cool, not something that we see every day. It's a pretty open space. Your gym equipment, mirror wall with a TV. The same glass wall design continues to this side with a door, so you have access to that space. And Armand, let's get a close up. These dumbbells look very contemporary. You have this grippy texture in the center, stainless steel fabrication with walnut on the outside, looks super modern. Reeded panels here, your Pilates reformer. You can put a lot more equipment here and it gets better. Over on this side, we have the spa. What a good use of space. They have so many different amenities. First, we have the sauna. Smells incredible here. And I also like this curved railing design that holds your heater in place. On the other side, we have the steam shower. I like the use of breccia marble, how it complements the limestone with mood lighting, and just a great space. I mean, imagine having your own steam shower. You work out over there, you come over here, steam shower, relax, get ready for your day. It's not the biggest steam shower, but given the space, very, very appropriate. And then they use the same marble for the vanity here, and the fabrication looks fantastic. Whether it's the backsplash design, how these aged brass fixtures are incorporated, and they used brass elements throughout. Look at those mirrors. Leather wrapped with these brass accents. Wall sconces, open on the bottom for your towels, built-in cabinetry. Then we have a separate water closet here, and then your makeup area. It wasn't enough. This is a custom piece. They incorporated the same marble for the surface here with mood lighting. Again, given the square footage, this is a fantastic spot. Now on the other side of the bar, to my left, we have the elevator landing, and here is your cigar lounge. Very cool space, but first I want to talk about these floors. These are walnut end cut hardwood floors. Armand, do you know what that means?
No.
Instead of cutting walnut to its length, they cut it to its width. And that's why we have these 6x6 pieces installed in this pattern. And also that's why the grain structure is all different, because it's a different cut. It's an end cut. Looks super cool. And I believe this is some sort of a torch finish. That's why we have this dark stain marks. Looks super cool and complements the moody aesthetic of the cigar lounge. And then they have walnut floating shelves, TV, stone coffee tables. It's a really nice room. And gets better, Armand. Let's take a look here. We have another egress access. This one is facing the back. And again, it's all about bringing more natural light and making these spaces feel airy. Now, also, while we're at it, Armand, let's get a close-up. Look at this cork wallpaper with all the imperfections. It helps with this moody, darker aesthetic of the cigar lounge. And then to my left, we have the lower section of the garage. This is a $1.5 million McLaren Senna, a 789 horsepower supercar that goes from 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. And it's just your casual backdrop. This is crazy. We're below grade. Above us is the main garage. We have two steel floor plates. First one holds up the Rolls-Royce Cullinan that we saw earlier. Second one holds the Senna. And then we have steel columns, hydraulics, chains, gears that push this mechanism up back to the main level so you can drive out your Senna to the back alley, which is quite insane. These are all retaining walls. You're holding the street on the other side. Talking about maximizing a space, pulling its ultimate potential, they created a 4-car garage, almost 1,000 square feet of garage space with this kind of a footprint. It's so impressive and it's so effortless and well done. And on this level, we have one more space left. This is the movie theater, but it's designed more like a chic lounge. Look at how many different colors and textures we have in this space. Carpet floors with mood lighting, stone coffee tables, corner sectional couches, love the burgundy tones. And then we have the center section here that's fabric wrapped, mood lighting, projector above that comes down from the ceiling, these chic light fixtures, and even the corners are nicely paneled with suede. What an elegant, tasteful space. And I feel like the interior design team went all out in this room to make a statement. And I think they accomplished that. Now let's go check out the second floor. Just like the main level, the staircase is glass enclosed to make it feel open and airy. And on the other side, we have this long picture window. This section frames the open courtyard and allows so much natural light to come in to the landing as well as the rest of the second floor. Now here, we have a very cozy lounge, pool table with this reeded finish, matching the aesthetic of the home. We have a lot of reeded details throughout. And this cozy lounge with 2 corner seating, just like the screening room that we saw on the lower level. Stone coffee tables, quarter sawn oak cabinetry with this wire brush finish, your built-ins. This is very cozy, and Armand, let's get a close up. Look at the ceiling mount light fixture. It's like 2 belts with glass bolts attached to them. Definitely unique, and it just makes a little subtle statement in this cozy lounge. Now, over on the other side, we have a hallway that takes you to the laundry room, built-in cabinetry, 2 washers, 2 dryers, hanger space, a proper laundry room. And then on the other side, we have a powder room. It's quite crazy to me that how every single space features something different. Now, this is our first time seeing this wallpaper. This Calacara Monet fabricated vanity is stunning. And I love how they incorporated the same stone to the fixture as well. Looks beautiful. This unique mirror, mold sconces. And again, they could have easily designed it with the same materials. But even here, they wanted to give it a unique identity and bring something new, exciting. And I just love this vanity. Now, going back out, on the other side, we have the 3 guest suites. Elevator landing, guest suite number 1, spacious, oak hardwood floors, comes with a full bathroom and a stunning vanity. Let's get a close up. I'm a little bit distracted with this one because there are so many different details. I love these handles.
Oh, those are nice, yeah.
Very chic, yeah? Brass, and I believe they've also featured them in the primary bathroom as well that we're gonna see in a second. Guest suite number 2, they all come with king size bed. This one has a full bathroom with a built-in tub. And then guest suite number 3. My favorite guest suite on this level because number 1, it gets great natural light. Number 2, we are above the office that we saw on the main level. So this is where we have the Juliet balcony looking over your courtyard. I would love to wake up to this view every single day. Don't forget, motorized shades above, sliding glass door here, fantastic space. I need sunglasses right now. It's so bright in this room. Definitely spacious, king size bed. And look at the wallpaper here. It's this unique woven fabric with this chevron pattern. Looks cool, warms up the space. And we have the full bathroom here. Rift oak cabinetry, this floating design, and this marble, I believe they call it teak marble. Looks stunning with this warm tone, and they've incorporated the same marble into the walk-in shower, of course complemented with limestone, glass enclosed, casement window. Guest suites are great, but wait till you see the primary bedroom. Welcome to the primary bedroom suite. 1,650 square foot, and we have so many different sections. Right in the center, this open seating area with a double-sided fireplace, 64-foot span, and the Pacific Ocean is right in front of you. This is the view you get as you walk into your room every single day, which is absolutely wild. Now, to my left, we have a built-in desk wrapped in bronze, and this is not painted, with this suede top. So it's very soft, very elegant, and then you have some open shelving, additional cabinetry. And then over here, we got this seating area with a stone coffee table. Armand, do me a favor. Just imagine sitting down here and getting your day started. From this elevation, all you see is the Pacific Ocean and the entrance to the harbor. Again, your double-sided fireplace, your Samsung frame TV. So it looks like a portrait, but it's actually a TV. And when you're ready, by the way, we have the motorized sliding glass doors all open right now. Transition to your 540 square foot balcony, glass railing, and the Pacific Ocean. And of course, we have the inspiration point right in front of the house. What a way to experience the California coastline. My view from this angle, on a clear day, you can see all the way to Palos Verdes and Catalina. Crazy. What a way to experience the scenery. course, it's newly constructed, and that's really one of the key aspects of this home. Most of the homes here are older homes, and they don't have spans like this. They're not all out of steel construction. Hence, again, this balcony is crazy. We have no columns here. One edge to another. This is a 64-foot opening, just so you can take in this view unobstructed. Now also, we are on Ocean Boulevard. Iconic location. Inspiration Point is right in front of us, and that can be a challenge when it comes to your privacy. So beyond the motorized shades, blackouts, motorized sliding glass doors, they also built these steel screens so if you want additional privacy, you can close them off. They're very architectural on the outside and provide a ton of privacy, and you can still enjoy the views on the other side. It's a nice element.
It's a great element.
Let me close this off. Very easy to operate too. But again, this balcony, this span, this view is wild. Now, going to the other side, I want to quickly show you the bedroom. King size bed, this soft fabric back wall, cashmere blanket, wallpaper, view of the Pacific Ocean, your double-sided fireplace. It's a very cozy setup, and I can't help it. All I want to do is just lay down here, enjoy this view. Crazy.
This is amazing.
Yeah, this is what you get from your bedroom. Wild. Now, on the other side, we have the first bathroom. Right of its entry, we have a makeup area. This is a Calcutta Vagli Oro marble, stunning with brown and pink hues, LED lit mirror, nicely designed, and this bathroom is also very open. On the other side, we have our vanity. The entire thing is fabricated out of same marble, whether it's your sink with a hidden drain, cabinet fronts, built-in handles. Arman, let's get a close-up. You see how they carved out the handle here? And on the back, you can see how they applied fiberglass to reinforce the stone so that they can keep this panel nice and thin, lightweight, while still keeping it very durable. This is a beautiful vanity. And then we have the freestanding tub on the other side, and they left this section open so you can still enjoy the ocean view even from your freestanding tub. Tasteful, chic. Behind Arman, we have the walk-in shower with a steam feature, rose gold fixtures, separate water closet here. Even this space is nicely done with a little built-in wall cabinetry, marble countertop, and then we have the walk-in closet. This is a proper boutique. How they brought in the same marble with the waterfall edge, created this island design, the glass top here where we have the drawers. I'm gonna stay right there. Look how elegant these drawers are.
Those are very nice.
Exactly, keep your jewelry, ties, soft clothes, same matte lacquer finish, these oversized handles, alabaster light fixture above, mirror wall. I mean, they've utilized every square inch here, whether it's the drawer space, open racks, shoe racks, wardrobe space. It's an impressive walk-in closet, but this is not it. We have another bathroom. Here, they featured more of the darker tones, stone fabricated vanity with a hidden drain, and then they used travertine for the leg design, all vein cut. Pretty intense. I like the contrast here. Gunmetal fixtures, ceiling mount light fixture. Again, we have the sliding glass doors opening up to the balcony. Your blackouts and shades are nicely tucked into the ceiling here. And then on the other side, additional cabinetry. Armand, do you remember the built-in cabinetry that I showed you by the guest suite?
Yeah, I remember.
Same door handles.
Same. Pretty nice.
Revuelto cabinetry. Very nice. And let's get another close-up. I love this tray design. Some sort of a letter. But what an exquisite piece. Your smoked mirror wall with these cool light fixtures. And then you can see how this bronze fantasy marble bench goes into your walk-in shower. And they use the same stone without any breaks as a full slab here with more gunmetal fixtures and a handheld. Quite impressive, and I also like that from your walk-in shower, you can still enjoy the view. Now next up, separate water closet, a little coffee station, and you may watch this video and say, just because you put a coffee machine here, it doesn't make it a coffee bar. What if they also put built-in refrigerators here? That way you can keep your creamer, almond milk, whatever you like. I appreciate little touches like this.
I think this is pretty good.
It's really nice. In your bedroom, you get your day started, you have an awesome terrace. And then walk-in closet. A lot of open shelving, same style cabinetry. Now, the same handles that we saw, oversized. It's a cool touch. Built-in seating bench in the center, glass fronts, more nice drawers like this. I mean, it's a pretty impressive primary bedroom suite. 1,650 square foot, and we still have more to see. And now, the rooftop terrace. First positive, your elevator comes up to this level. Second, there is a powder room here. That way, if you're entertaining on this level, you don't have to go down below to use a bathroom. Nice touch. Now, I have to say this might be the most impressive aspect of this home between the construction quality and the fact that it's super rare to have a rooftop terrace in this neighborhood. From my perspective, I only see one other property that has a rooftop terrace. So it's a big deal. But also, when you analyze these homes, it makes sense. Most of them were built in the 1980s, 90s, 2000s. And I'm assuming back then people really didn't care about rooftop terraces. And also, it's very hard to build a rooftop terrace and make sure it's properly waterproofed. If you want to retrofit these homes with rooftop terraces, it's a huge task. You got to structurally reinforce the entire property from ground up to the top level, waterproof it, redeck it. It's too much. This one comes with a brand new rooftop terrace, and it's an awesome space. We have an outdoor kitchen here with a bar, gas grill, ice maker, 2 fridges, and the cabinetry here has this durable, corrosion-resistant finish, fabricated sink, aluminum built-in planters, and they incorporated the speakers into the planters as well. And the views are fantastic. Now next up, we have this elevated section, another seating area, more planters, your outdoor TV, and there's also a staircase here that comes up from the second floor, so you have 2 access points. Now, Armand, do me a favor. Why don't you come over right here? I want to talk about the roof design here. As you can see, for this perimeter wall, they use standing seam metal. This is a roofing material, and all the seams are nicely tucked in. And then you can also see the flashing detail here where the 2 corners overlap and the water runs here and then goes down to the drain. You see the rest of the material? It's TPO. It's essentially a form of a plastic roofing, and you glue it down to your deck and you stretch the corners to make sure you can accommodate all the angles of the property and gets better. In the center, if you look, that section is high. It almost looks flush, but as you come to each corner, roof is gently sloping so that water can run into these drains. So it's extremely complicated. You have standing seam, TPO, angles, built-in roof drain, all of it coming together, and you're trying to make it look pretty and functional and easy to maintain at the same time. If that drain were to plug, you want to be able to access it. Take off the cover, immediately clean it up to make sure you get a nice water flow down to the ground level. Roofing 101 by NF.
Wow, it looks like just a drain, but there's a lot of behind it.
I mean, roofing is an art, and if you do one of these layers wrong, it will ruin the entire roofing system. So, just wanted to mention that. Now, to my left, we have another amazing seating area with a fire pit. The entire rooftop terrace is on a pedestal system, and this elevated section here houses your outdoor dining area. From this level, nobody can see you. It's like your own private terrace. Pacific Ocean views, Del Mar State Beach, entrance to the Newport Harbor, boats, people are walking on Inspiration Point, Ocean Boulevard. Like I said earlier, settings like this, views like this are the reasons why so many people move to the state of California, because it's quite dreamy. I mean, it feels incredible to be here to enjoy this peaceful Pacific Ocean view. a property. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I've done my best to showcase what it takes to build a property like this, and more so how they took a plot that's only 8,750 square foot and created a 3-story modern home with an amazing rooftop deck and made every single level count. Clever architectural features, light wells, tall ceilings, and all of these different elements and features coming together truly makes this home a one-of-a-kind property. I really enjoyed our time here. Big congrats to the developer, Nicholson Companies, and I also want to give big thanks to the listing agent, Steve Sturgey with Valia Properties, for inviting us out here and allowing us to do this tour and share it with all of you. And as always, you can find more information about this listing in the description of this video. Make sure to check it out. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.